Welcome to This Is Important, a production of iHeartRadio, the show where we only talk about what's obviously most crucially integral to the fabric of our very nature. Today we talk about...
The dick is what gets the most love in the shower.
Look at all these pubes. It is weird.
You don't want your dick like the Renegade of Funk out there.
Here we go.
God, everybody's coming.
God damn.
God damn!
God damn!
God damn! God damn!
You know, I will say I did watch the pilot of that show. Haven't felt the urge to go back.
Oh, shots fired.
Oh, I know this is going to sound bad.
Okay. All right. Leaning in.
I followed her on Instagram hoping for more kind of goddamn.
And I have a 9-inch penis.
Whatever we call those.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't really post that many of them.
Ticks?
Yeah, I want the ticks.
You came for the ticks.
Am I a bad guy for wanting the ticks?
Show us your ticks.
Show us your ticks.
Show us your ticks.
Blake, thank you for taking all the heat on that one.
There you go, bud.
Yeah, Blake wants you to show us your ticks.
I would love to see her ticks.
How does she not? That's good merch for her, by the way. To make those shirts, show me your ticks.
Show us your ticks. That's actually a great idea.
We're the guys.
Yeah, I think she's doing herself a disservice. You know what she's trying to do? She's like, I'm not my disease. I am a person.
Right. She doesn't want to be the face of it.
It's a bagel.
But, you know, you got to lean into what makes you special.
It is.
It's that's why you got the show.
Yeah, that's why you are on.
Like, I won't shut up about how I jerked off so hard that my toe fell off. So, you know, we lean into what makes us different and what makes us special.
Yeah, that does make you special.
It does. What is the thing that makes you special, Blake?
Oh, boy.
Blake?
Drop your pants and show them.
What makes me special?
Yeah, what makes you special?
I mean, I'm a. What do you mean? I'm a one-of-a-kind person. I think.
Okay. Well, anyone can say that. What I would say about the cement truck. So that's what I overcame in order to fulfill my destiny of being a maybe B, maybe C level actor, comedian.
Oh, come on. You're saying C? You're definitely B, high B to me.
Okay, high B's. I'll take it.
Kissing A. I think you're kissing A.
Do little kisses.
That's how he got where he is.
Tight one butthole.
Do a little,
Yeah, that's how he got right where he is.
do little kissies.
Yes, please!
What I don't know what makes me special. I think it's just just my outstanding personality and probably my hair.
No, dude, it's the hair. Yes, god damn, it took you that long to fucking loop around to your hair.
God damn!
And that's why you won't shave it. That's why you won't shave it.
Well, and because I don't want to. I like having long hair. I like being a renegade of funk. All right.
All right. Okay.
Very
All right.
specific.
All right. All right. So you know none of the guys in Rage Against the Machine who created the song Renegade of Funk have long hair. They're all they're like bald and shit.
Yeah. Well,
What do you mean now?
that's
They
okay.
are?
Yeah.
Now,
But he had dreadlocks when
yeah, he had some dreads.
De La Rocha. He had dreads,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he had some
he
dreads.
did. He did. Doesn't
Yeah,
know.
I'm
But
I'm
And do we
just
think
keeping
that that's like now that we say it out loud, like Renegade of Funk?
Yes.
Do you think that's a cool thing to say? I'm a renegade of funk.
I think so.
yeah, because is funk that I mean it's fun, it's funky.
Yeah.
No, it's a raw expression. Funk is sick, dude.
I think it is sick. I don't think they're renegades though. I don't think they're not like
Okay,
No.
yes, they are. Think of
Rage is a renegade of funk.
but you know who else is?
Clinton?
Rick James.
Okay,
That's a
yeah.
renegade of funk. He's
no,
pretty
he was a
sick.
rapist. That's different.
No, Rick James. No, he wasn't.
Rick
What?
James, he
Fuck
kept
it.
that woman in his basement locked
What?
up
What?
and was like beating her and shit.
This
Wait.
is news to me.
Look up the story. Look up that story.
That might have been during like a cocaine
Yeah.
incident. Now that you say,
Okay.
I'm starting to kind of remember
Okay,
that.
so you're saying it's not real if it happened during a cocaine incident?
No, yeah, now I'm actually kind of remembering that.
Yeah.
I thought Rick James just like bought a house up in Buffalo, New York, where he grew up, and his mom lived there, and like they just kicked it and rode horses.
No. He had like a sex cave. Woman who says Rick James raped her in 1979 sues the state.
Okay. Well, okay.
Okay.
And Blake, that's your favorite musician?
This is you're saying how cool he is and how much you look up to him.
I'm pissed now.
Okay. All right. I had, you know what?
This isn't the one even I was thinking of. I was thinking of the one where he tied a woman to a chair, burned her with a hot crack pipe.
Dude, that was the 70s, though.
Okay.
And forced her to perform sex acts during a cocaine binge at his West Hollywood home. Well, this was 1991. This was 1991.
That's different.
Okay.
That's different. Wait, what year was it?
He was free on bail when the second assault occurred in 1992 in James' hotel room.
Okay.
And then he served more than 2 years in prison.
Okay.
Blake's hero. Blake's hero.
All right. And you know what? And I kind of forgot about him outside of the music.
Any takebacks?
I will say he was a renegade. That's a legit definition of a renegade.
He's too far into renegade. He's much too far. Also, I am recalling that Renegade of Funk is actually a cover of a song. It was not written by Ray James.
Oh, the plot thickens.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Much like the rope around this poor woman's wrists.
And that's cool that do you learn this stuff when you play foosball with those guys?
No, I recall maybe that album being a few covers, right?
Oh, that's interesting.
I don't know. The album is a cover album. See that?
What's your favorite cover of all time? Have we done this?
The album is a cover? The whole album?
Yeah.
Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
Their album with all the hits.
No, that doesn't have all the hits.
No.
Renegade
No.
Renegade of Funk came much later.
I feel like it does have several hits.
It does.
Have you guys watched the Chuck Berry porno?
What? What the fuck?
Adam.
I love it.
You guys
no.
What is that?
tuned into this?
What is that?
Who showed you that? Carcherry show you that one?
Well, no, I was thinking of Rick James. I'm like, he had to have had a porno out and about. But no, Chuck Berry had a porno out. These
A sex tape or a porno?
A sex tape.
Okay. All right. That's different.
Why is that different?
Because a porno is a production. A sex tape is recorded sex.
Oh, but it's crazy, dude. It's like these poor women are hookers, and then he's going like he just starts peeing in their mouths, and he's like, "Yeah, you like that, bitch? You like that?" And then he like is making the girl
Johnny be bad.
He's making her like eat his ass while he's also pissing on her. Oh, then he farts in her mouth, and then he laughs and goes,
What website are you on, dude?
How long did you watch this for? You turned that off.
Just for 20-30 minutes. And just 20 or 30 minutes. No, it was just like a little clips. And then he goes, ha, you like that, bitch? Ha, I love doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha, bitch.
It's wild, dude. These old like 70s.
That sounds, was he like, I'm Chuck Berry and I love doing that?
70s. Chuck Berry's like 50s, no?
Well, I think the Chuck Berry porno was
I wouldn't click that link. That's not something I
mean, that had to be in the 70s on some autofocus shit where they're like, just got this new camcorder from Japan.
I think he got busted for having like hidden cameras in bathrooms. Like he was kind of a gnarly.
Yeah, he was a real creeper, this guy.
What you got to do is if you want cameras in your bathrooms, just hang a sign up, okay?
What?
You'd be surprised how many people would go, all right, I got to take a piss.
I really got to take a shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to poo-poo. I got to pee-pee.
I got to take a dump.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
If you want a video of me.
And then you're covered. At least that's what our lawyer told me.
Okay.
Allegedly.
That's fun.
I will, so you guys haven't seen that. Do yourselves a favor. Don't watch it.
I'm good.
Don't watch it.
I'm not gonna Google that one.
I'm not a big fan of like
Scott.
You know what? When you have like a friend who sends you something that's just what's the word? Like egregious, like where a dude like pulls his dick out of a butt and then like the girl goes straight for it and they pause and there's like dookie on it and then you're like, what?
This seems real specific.
It is. I'm saying like that was a clip that someone sent me and I was like,
Hold up.
You blocked that number.
Not for me.
It was his.
Doesn't really get a belly laugh out of me.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I also, someone was just like, you have to watch it. And so I was like, okay. And I was like, I don't know.
How
like,
well do you know this person? I don't need
Berry?
you to out him, but like, how well do you know this person?
Not that well.
Okay.
Not super well.
And do you know them?
Let's keep them at arm's distance.
As friends, or do you know them through work?
Through work.
Okay.
Through work.
Right.
Work friends. Work friends.
Okay.
Hollywood.
It's Kyle.
It's Kyle. No, it's not. But yeah, it was appalling and
yeah. That's not funny. I'm not getting a kick out of that.
And unlike me, when I found that out, he didn't become my favorite musician. Unlike Blake, he didn't become my favorite musician like Rick James. Suddenly he's forgetting about his torrid past. And he's like, no, he's the best. Rick James, he's the best.
Great word, Adam. Is torrid the word of the day?
I wish.
No.
That is a good ass word to pull out.
I stopped doing words of the day. I'll fire one up.
Bit.
I'm pissed now.
I'll fire one
We're
up.
running out of bits.
Well, I will say, we're losing a lot of music to terrible people. Like musicians are really catalogs are starting to shrink, dude.
Dude, musicians suck. They're the worst people. They suck across the board.
They're wild.
I would say they are out of any artistic medium
Expression?
whether it be actors, directors, cinematographers,
Cinematographers are
dancers.
Although I was just gonna say
they're fucked up.
I've never met a ballet dancer that I like.
Right.
Donkey!
How many ballet dancers have you met?
It's countless,
dude. So many,
and they're just all trash
because you can't count. Yeah, I would say musicians are the worst. They suck.
I feel like we've covered this in some way where I was just saying like I don't know how to talk to musicians. They have like a whole other world that they're living in. They speak a different language.
Now, I'm not saying people that like to play music or even in bands and things like that. I'm talking about when you're in your career is music.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have a career. Like you're not just in a band.
You're talking like rock stars.
What are you saying?
You're talking like rock stars?
No, I'm explaining. So
he's talking like if you
don't give me that fucking look.
He's saying if you play the flute at a Renaissance fair, you might be pretty cool.
Yeah, you're probably fan.
If you're in a band, you're good. But if you're
no, I'm
in
saying
a rock
if you
band?
I would say if you are in Hollywood and you're trying to make it and that's all you do is play music. Mm-hmm. But if you are
if you're a failed musician, you're bad.
You're probably fine. You're probably fine.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Okay.
You're fine. If you think you're still making it, you suck. You suck.
Why is that?
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm so confused. What are you saying? If you so people in music, I can't even repeat it. I don't even understand it. Do you get it, Blake?
It's because you keep tying your shoes. You keep like lacing up your shoes instead of being part of the podcast.
I think
what
he was trying. Now that I'm trying to repeat it back.
Exactly.
It was a little bit confusing.
This dude can't even drink a drink.
I think what he was saying is if you think you're a successful musician, you got a screw loose?
If you are currently like clawing your way up within the music world and you are a musician or a rapper or something like that, more than likely you're putting on airs where you think that you have to act a certain way in order to climb up within the industry. Unlike
this is like the Kanye of it all.
You're just a guy who plays in or you like
where you like get on the table and you rap. Or
you think like you got to be a fucking rock star and you have to.
Right. You're saying you don't excel in the music world. Like niceties aren't rewarded. Like just being a good dude, you don't become a rock star.
Well, I think yes, they do, but I think people think that they have to act a certain way.
Right.
And we even know some actors that act this way, that they think in order to be a movie star, they have to act a certain way, like act like a total fucking bitch and a dickhead.
This is the way.
Yes.
But I'd say it's much more prevalent in
music.
Yes, because they're in their own world. Yeah.
In music, you're selling. You're usually selling yourself as cool. Whereas if you're an actor, there's a chance you're like an everyman, or you're like a doofus, or whatever. You're lovable. But like as a
exactly.
You're a long-haired bitch.
You're just a long-haired bitch or a short-haired bitch.
Where are we going?
You're like an ugly, kind of dumb everyman.
But I'm with a big protruding jaw and an overbite,
some vampire teeth.
What?
Hello.
Ears that are so big you have to hide them with your hair, kind of guy. Yeah, and like one nipple's bigger than the other.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. But if you're just in a band and you're just in Omaha and you're not moving to LA or moving to New York and you're actively trying to go for it. You're just a guy who plays music and you like to have fun and you like to play shows.
Right.
Yes. Those people are usually totally fine.
Adam, can I tell you something? They just can't afford the dungeon. Okay? They would have one, they just can't afford it. And so then they've become regular because they've been around regular folks. When you skyrocket to fame, you're not around regular folks. You look at the checks, you go, God, I could build about 6-7 basements. This is at least 2 or 3 dungeons.
This is how your brain thinks.
Okay.
I don't even know if it's not even people that are successful. I think it's people who are trying to climb their way up. I think once you're successful, a lot of times you then can just be who you truly are. Like we know rock stars.
Once you're successful?
Yeah, once you're successful.
Well,
you don't think those people were always just being themselves?
But I mean, you're making a huge generalization. Like
yes.
There's some very down to earth, cool rock stars. We know rock stars.
We know cool rock stars. Yeah.
And they're like great people. But yes, I will say that
But I also know a lot of very uncool rock stars and rap stars and people who think they're the hot shit when they had a good 2 years or whatever.
I got a specific example. I follow this account where it's like
dunk on them, shit on them, call them out,
it's
name their names.
Who like interviews people about their outfits,
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Sure.
And so what always bothers me is the people who pretend like they don't want to get interviewed about it. So he'll be like, okay, what do you got on? And they're like,
man, I don't know, man.
They're not looking at him. There's zero eye contact. He's like,
this
jacket, it's from this store. These pants, this much from that store. This belt. And
it's
then
a lot
ice, but there's no eye contact. They act like they, and I'm like, this is going on the internet. This dude is famous for doing this, and you're pretending like you don't want to be interviewed. Just
I feel like I wouldn't even be able to say where my shit was from. I would say
Target
60 to 70% of the time. I'd be like,
the internet.
This jacket that I've had, I don't know what the brand name is. This T-shirt.
Yeah, those are tough ones.
It is a little disturbing how it is just kind of like brand fucking, where it's like, oh, this is from Fendi, this is from Gucci, this is from Balenciaga, and you're like,
hello.
Okay.
But then there's like one piece of clothing that they call it a piece. They're like, and this piece,
this
is just Fruit of the Loom.
This is Big Johnson. This is a Big Johnson T-shirt.
Well, you know who was dope? He found Willem Dafoe like walking down Soho, and he asked him, he's like, "What do you got on?" And Willem's like, "I don't know. It's a black shirt."
I don't know.
Where's that jacket from? He's like, "The store. You're the best." And he was like real cool about it, but like he didn't know what the fuck he was wearing.
The ones that bother me are the ones that are like, "Hey, how much rent do you pay for a month here in New York?" And they go like,
"It's so
rent,
weird.
I don't know. I own."
Yeah, I'm on the way somewhere. I can't do this. Just real quick.
Yeah, I can't. And then they're like, "Would you mind showing us where you live?" And they're like, "Okay."
Can you let us
what?
in?
What kind of fucking world is this? And then they go to their like, and it's never just a normal apartment. You never go in and you're
Sometimes
like, I paid $3,000 and this is the shitty apartment that I live in. It's here's my 4-story
crazy loft?
estate that cost $30 million.
What are you guys? Wait, what are you guys? What are you guys talking about?
I think our algorithms are a little different. Yours are like
I send you like grandmas that transform into Rottweilers milking cows. Like that's my shit's wild.
Yeah, I mean my shit's. We've established that my shit's wild too. Mine is.
Yours is just gay guys.
Mine is skewed very gay, very gay.
It really is. Yours, you're like, did you see
really
this one?
has.
I'm like, no.
That didn't come across the algo.
Then I send you guys shit. I'm like, this is funny, and you're like, no.
That's okay.
It has gotten very gay, dude. And you know what I think it also is I play a gay character on the Righteous Gemstones.
Okay.
So I think because I'm always like looking at that shit and reposting that shit, that
sure, studying, you're in character.
Honey, I'm researching.
I'm researching. No, but I think that has skewed my algorithm a little bit, and I also find it very funny.
Okay, I actually had.
Did you see the Little Richard porno?
Yeah, Chuck Berry.
Hey, TII Nation, spring is almost here, so it's time to shake off those heavy layers and bust out those beautiful thighs, gentlemen. Whether you're on spring break, heading to a backyard barbecue, playing a round of golf, or delivering a podcast ad read, Chubbies has the styles for any spring occasion.
With a variety of bright and comfortable polos and high-quality thigh-exposing shorts. Hello. Chubbies has the styles to fit whatever spring vibe you're going for. Taking that well-deserved spring vacation, Chubbies has the ultimate training shorts for you.
Looking for a more casual, comfortable fit for an outdoor brunch or a walk in the park? Chubby's original shorts gives you that classic feel with a modern look. And get this, they've even got everywhere shorts designed for performance and casual vibes at the same damn time. Maybe miracles are possible.
Let's face it, you deserve a wardrobe upgrade for springtime. So to sweeten the deal, for a limited time, Chubbies is giving our listeners 20% off your order with our exclusive code. Use code THISIS20 at chubbiesshorts.com.
Whether you're getting dressed for your workday, a workout, or a weekend getaway, Chubbies has you covered. For a limited time, Chubbies is giving our viewers 20% off your order with our code THISIS20 at chubbiesshorts.com. That's code THISIS20 at chubbiesshorts.com. Support our show and tell them we sent you.
Don't blend in with the crowd. Stand out with Chubbies. Ooh, I can't wait to wear these in the pool. They still have the tag on them. I just got them. How would you feel about like doing like just like taking a shower with your homie, like in bathing suits? Is that like?
Well, what do you mean in bathing suits? Like you're at a pool?
Are we saving time?
We're saving time and water. No, like so. Okay, so here's like an example.
It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer to me. You're saving time. You're saving water.
Blake has been thinking about this. You could tell. He's like, okay, no, here's exactly how we would do it.
Well, no, because it did come up.
I can tell you my answer is so quick. I go, I'll come back in 3 minutes or 5 minutes or however long you're going to take.
This happened organically. You know, it was just something I wanted to expand upon. But like, okay, so I had just like gone on a run, right? And then like I was driving home from my run. I'm still sweaty, but on my way home, Atiba's house is there. So I'm like, I'll pop in, say what's up to my boy Atiba. He's like, I don't have a lot of time because I got to go.
Don't out Atiba too.
No, I'm not. Dude, it's not even weird. You guys are making it weird. Listen.
Okay.
So I go over there, right? And he's like, actually, I gotta head out soon because I'm gonna go shoot some skate photography. He's world famous photographer.
We know who he is.
Yeah.
He's like, I have to take a shower. And I'm like, that's weird because I'm driving home to go take a shower. And then that's when I post the hypothetical. I'm like, is it weird? Like, cause I was still wanting to catch up with them and talk. Like, would it be weird if we both were in bathing suits taking showers and continue the conversation? Like, it's super normal. Like, is it weird?
Yeah.
There's only one time where it's not normal, where you're at a locker room.
You're at a pool. Yeah, in a locker room.
And if you're trying to tee this up to meet me at a locker room? Let's fucking go.
Allegedly.
Hey,
What's so bad? Like, say so. It's not
too
weird to
small,
take a shower.
Blake. It's too close corners.
it's too small. So you would Tebow wouldn't need to have like a massive.
No, you can fit 2 people in a shower.
You have to like share the shower. Like, yo, can I get some heat?
Share the water. You'd have to be like, excuse me.
Yes. Wow. What?
Let me rinse my eye. Like,
No.
Well, you even know how when you're showering in the room with,
You can move the head of the shower.
I mean, sort of, but when you
That's not the shower.
that's a different head.
That's not the shower.
Well, you know how when you're with your girl and it's like,
Sure. Yeah. No, I do that too.
yeah, when you're in the shower, it's always fucking mad because then the other person's like kind of cold, waiting for the shower to the water to hit you, and you're like, all right,
Sure.
and then you have to like.
Well, you can-
like pivot around so then you can get the.
There's ways to make people
Yeah.
not be cold too. Like you can warm each other up while the water's hot.
Right.
Oh, did you invent the hug, bitch? What? I think we've covered this. At my house, we have the double shower heads, right?
Nice. Okay, money bags.
Okay.
And
Go off, King.
When we were like pitching our construction, like we were doing the bathrooms and all that, we were like, we want the double shower so we can shower at the same time. So we don't have to
Hell
be
yeah.
all over each other like Blake likes.
It's science.
And they were like,
It's not all. No,
And then you never shower at the same time, right?
it's a casual shower in bathing suits.
Wow.
they go, we do. I make sure. I go, if you're showering, I'm going to shower.
See, save
but-
water, flex your power.
But you don't, because we have 2 shower heads, you don't save water. And they were like, these are actually illegal. You can't have double showers anymore. And then when Trump became president,
Oh, thank you.
one of like the first things he did was he said, you can do 2 shower heads again. And
Yes.
the guy like came to us and was
Yes.
like, apparently you could do it now, so it's not illegal. And we were like, fucking do it. We need to get grandfathered in before
Thank
fucking
you.
Biden comes in and goes,
Damn.
"Ooh, you don't need 2 showers. Here.
So Trump is probably in agreement with me. Showering with your homeboy in bathing suits is cool as fuck.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Yeah.
The more, the merrier.
No, Trump is not in agreement with that. Without a doubt, he is.
It sounds like that is part of his policy.
No. He is willing to add an extra shower head. So then, I mean, if that's the case,
Mm,
and it's a larger shower,
okay.
it makes a little more sense. But I'm like, if it's how often is that? Because when you came
Okay.
over there, you didn't bring a swimsuit with, so now you
But I
gotta borrow a homie swimsuit, which is
No, I have like I
Yeah.
have what I jogged in, which you can basically swim in. You know, it's like a runner
And
short.
do you like pull the elastic out to like clean your dick and stuff? Or is that you just go, I guess I'm not going to wash my dick?
No.
no. You have to wash your dick.
That's what I'm saying. What are we doing here?
Yeah, then what is even the point of the shower? The dick is what gets the most love in the shower.
Well, I was sweaty, so I just need.
The most love.
Yeah, dude.
Adam, I just love the idea of Adam talking out loud in the shower. And now time for the most love to the penis.
Well, you got to really soap. You got to get underneath.
Sure.
You got to get
No.
all the crevasses.
Obviously, one of the
creases.
most important parts of the shower is to soap up your asshole and like your dick and balls and get those
Yep.
not
Mhm.
smelling.
Of course.
Funky.
Of
You don't want
course.
your dick like a renegade of funk out there.
You do not. Much like most things,
Yes,
you don't want it to be a
points.
renegade of funk,
No.
like Rick James.
I wouldn't be lifting the elastic. I would be kind of maybe like soaping through the short. Like
It doesn't go through the shorts, homie.
Yeah, through the shorts.
it does.
No,
Breathable.
it doesn't. I used to shower in a Speedo with 20 other men.
And what happened?
You gotta pull the fucking suit open and wash your dick in front of everyone and go, does this work for you?
You have to do that?
Would you, in high school, would you ever shower naked in the showers?
Absolutely not.
No. But here's what's crazy. This is what's crazy. So we would do an alumni swim meet every year where like
Mm.
old alumni would come back and swim against us, blah, blah, blah. And for whatever reason, whenever a swimmer would come back from college,
Mm.
they would shower with us. They would always get naked.
Very
and
shagadelic.
then I went to college and I was like, I guess we're all about to be showering naked. Nobody showered naked.
God for that.
It was just like, well, did the guy have a huge cock? Was he
Yeah.
just like stunting on these high school kids?
Hang on, let me just. No,
And I have a 9-inch penis.
I know you took some mental photos.
It wasn't one guy. It was numerous
You're a
guys. It was like
monster.
from my freshman year on to my senior year, people would come back and shower naked.
And so rate their dicks one by one.
They're obviously flexing on you kids. They're bringing
Yeah.
their grown man stuff.
They're like, look at all these pubes.
But that's wild to do.
it is weird.
We had two guys that were seniors when we were freshmen. They would shower in the locker rooms.
If you're listening, close your eyes. Go ahead. Yeah.
They would shower in the locker rooms and butt fuck each other.
No, sir, I don't like it.
They'd bend
What?
each other over and butt fuck.
Uh-huh.
No, they would just shower butt naked
Finish him.
and then actively be like, I know your dick's smaller than this. Oh, you're afraid to shower naked,
Mhm.
pussy? And I'm like a freshman, dude. And I'm a
Right.
freshman who's on crutches, like barely knowing how, like barely being able to walk at this point.
Yeah.
And be like, no, my dick's huge. It wasn't. And
My dick's huge.
it's my dick's huge. It's so huge.
But prove it.
Yes, sir.
Guys are weird, dude. I don't like them.
And they were like actively try to.
Men are weird like that.
But then I did get a lot of love by shitting in the toilet without waltz, which we've covered.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've covered. Thank
The
God.
public parks with no.
And are these guys' dicks big?
Oh my God!
I remember them being bigger than mine and way hairier. They're like they have all their hairs at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
So that's just also intimidating. You're like,
Did you ever say, it's no fair? You've got all your hairs.
you got
Yeah.
all your hairs? It's not even fair.
It's like adding to your radius and circumference.
Danger.
What, dude? I want to let that
Shut
one
up,
just
bitch.
hang.
What, man?
I don't know, man. I'm so fed up with fucking men.
What's up?
The
Oh,
manosphere?
I'm so fed up
manosphere.
with the manosphere and like everybody talking about how big their dicks are and like as if it even matters. All right.
And do you think there was a guy with a bigger dick who could have been a hero?
Uh-huh.
He could have
Mhm.
taken off his towel or his shorts and gone and stood next to those guys with a bigger dick and not said anything
Yeah.
and made everybody feel better. Do you think that guy existed?
In my freshman class, yeah, his name was Dan French.
Well, the French are known to have big cocks.
Donkey!
His voice
Yes, yeah.
dropped so dramatically from 8th grade to 9th
Right.
grade.
Yeah.
Where
Dan
I
French.
thought when I first met him,
Yes.
or not met him, when I first saw him freshman year, and I'm like, what's up, Dan? He was like, hey, Adam. And I'm
Oh, wow.
like, I thought he was doing a joke. I'm like,
Right.
hey, Dan. Just
Right.
kidding. We talk like this, right? And it dropped 11 octaves down.
Right.
And I never saw Dan's dick, but I imagine that your voice cannot drop that far down
Mm,
and you have your dick and balls don't
Mm.
grow with it.
mm,
So I
think
was just
that's
like-
it's a balls thing, right? Like if you have a deep voice, you have big balls.
You're a monster.
I have no clue. Again, I've made
Or do you think it's because if it's so big, you can suck your own dick and then that coats your throat?
I've made this
What?
this point. I think that it would be so educational if we would just disrobe all the men of history and compare
Mm.
balls, dick, and see if there is something.
Correlation.
We've
Yeah,
covered this, right?
Yeah.
They have Napoleon's dick somewhere, right?
Well, it was very small, but that's one dick we have.
But yeah.
I want to know. I want to see it across the whole timeline. I think
Mhm.
it would really add to our species.
This is your Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
yeah, and
You go back
I'd
in
watch that
time to,
movie.
I go
to
pants
guys.
people.
Yeah, I love it.
and lift up their togas. Hell yeah, dude.
Right, and then you run into yourself and you're like, "Listen, Abe Lincoln's dick is gnarly. Do not pants him."
The plaster casters have done that a little bit with rock stars in the 60s and 70s. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that woman.
Right.
Was it just one woman or was it like a gaggle of
Well,
groupies?
I think there's one.
Is that the word of the day?
There's one like the top dog, like the MJ, the
Mm.
Michael Jackson of it all.
Yeah, of course.
And then probably other people did it too.
Look up plaster casters because it was I wonder whose dicks they have cast because.
Well, I know they've got.
That would be interesting.
Jimi Hendrix has a fucking branch.
Just a hog on him.
Hell yeah.
Just a hog on him.
You need another 4 inches.
Plaster casters. Who do they have?
Cynthia Plastercaster. Cynthia, great name.
She's now 74. Imagine this is your cool grandma. You're like kind of stoked. You're like,
yeah, she's so fucking cool.
Right.
She is cool as fuck. Oh yeah. Well, it looks like Jimi Hendrix.
She's always trying to do a plaster cast your dick, but she's cool.
She is.
Can't drop it. Let me just plaster it real quick, Grandma.
Dude, Jimmy's got some girth.
Jimi Hendrix. It doesn't say like how big these cocks are, which I would love to see them. Jimi Hendrix, Noel Redding, who also is in the Jimi Hendrix Experience, Eric Burden from The Animals, Richard Cole from Led Zeppelin.
Oh, she died 3 years ago.
R.I.P. Oh, thank God we're not going to kill her.
Coming up April 21st.
Flowers to her.
Is this gonna air on the same day?
She got guys from Foghat and Beach Boys.
What?
People from Zappas band, like all the like.
She's from
Chicago. Well, she's kind of just getting cocks off of like random bros.
Jello Biafra from singer of the Dead Kennedys.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
She's got a lot of cocks.
I don't think you have to get people in Zappa's like band. I don't think she needed to do that.
Oh, Blake, what do you think she should do, you fucking mansplainer?
She got Karen O from the Yeah Yeah Yeahs in 2003.
Dude, she got Barry Bono, the road manager of the Rascals. Like, come on, we don't need that.
John Smothers, the bodyguard of Frank Zappa. He's not a Smothers brother.
We don't need that cock.
But can you imagine? Like, is she just asking everybody?
Yeah, she was digging in the crates a little bit. Yeah. She's like,
just got another one.
Yeah, she has Jeff Smalls, a fan of the Grateful Dead.
She's got Ariel Pink. Ariel Pink.
I
know where he was on January 6th. He was getting his cock molded.
Absolutely.
That's crazy. Good for him.
That's like.
Yeah, you would think. I kind of thought there was going to be more like she got Bruce Springsteen, Frank Zappa, like Ozzy Osbourne. It's
this is a bunch of irrelevant cock.
Yeah, she's got. Well, she had like Jimi Hendrix. She started off strong. She started off strong.
You guys aren't going to understand this.
Oh,
but
okay.
Because this is I noticed she's from Chicago. She went to UIC. She got a mold of Jan Terry. Jan Terry is like a famous bad musician who's on YouTube.
Oh, Get Down Goblin.
And I played this in the writer's room.
Get Down Goblin.
Get Down Goblin. Yes.
Actually, I want to say it's bad.
Get Down Goblin. Diddle-oo, diddle-oo.
Well,
it's actually kind of fucking sick.
Like,
no, Adam, that's a different song.
Get Down Goblin.
She's a legend.
Yeah, she is a legend.
She has a cock?
Well, she got molded. I don't know what she got molded. Booty or titties or...
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they're molding something.
Shout out to Jan Terry. What's she up to?
Absolutely. Fucking living the dream.
I don't want to lose you tonight. You're the only thing that matters.
They got bodyguards. This is actually pretty crazy. I'm a little disappointed that she's not getting. She started off strong, like
she really did.
She cast 2 of her friends, and then her 4th cast. I don't know who the first cast was. It doesn't say, but the 4th cast was Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, that's huge.
So then she's thinking, oh,
are you reading the same list I am? He's 3rd for me.
Oh, he's 4th for us.
2, 3, 4. Yeah. And so she got Jimi Hendrix. So then after that, I think she's going like, I'm going to get all the biggest rock stars. And then her second was Noel Redding, who was the bass player for Jimi Hendrix Experience.
So that's probably like, same day.
Bang out no, it was a month later.
Oh no, it even has dates for it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she's like, "Yo, I got Jimmy. I get."
And then her next one was Don Ogiliv, the road manager for Mandela the band.
But this now. She got the singer from the Yeah Yeah Yeahs.
She was just like, Give me your cocks.
She got Peaches. Remember that song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peaches
The
still,
Teaches of
still out
Peaches?
on the road.
Well,
She's like,
I mean, what sucks is this can't exist nowadays. You know what I mean?
yeah,
she'd get canceled in some way
she's
about
dead.
casting cocks.
She's dead.
Well, I know. I'm
Yeah.
saying another someone who really idolized her and is looking up to Cynthia.
Well, I think it's how you approach it, you know. Like if she's approaching it mature and professionally, this seems.
Well, you know she's approaching it with "Give me your cocks."
Is that what you
That's
think?
old school.
Yeah.
That's old
You
school.
do want to
for
know.
sure.
I do want to hear the pitch. Like originally, what is she saying? Like this is a good idea for you because
Right.
what?
I need you to come up.
Fun
I
afternoon.
know, but is it though? You got to sit with a bunch of wet newspaper on your cock. I don't know how they do it. It's like paper mache or what?
Yeah, I think it kind of is, right? Or
And is she doing something to like your balls to like keep you there?
I would love to watch the process.
now is it a hard? Todd, feel free to look up anything else about.
It's gotta be. There's no way any of these dudes are like, yeah, be sure and get my fucking soft penis casted forever, for eternity.
Yeah,
There's no way.
Okay, so in college, when her art teacher gave the class an assignment to plaster cast something solid that they could retain its shape, she had the idea to create a life cast of an erect penis,
Yeah. she gets it.
which would then become flaccid and exit the mold. So she would get them hard, cast the penis, and then it would slink on back.
Mhm.
slide
Return.
and slink
Been
and
there.
return to sender.
Yeah. Slink on out of there.
Winning.
Yeah, I love that. Damn. Well, good for her. I hope she got an A in class because that is.
Yeah.
that's
She got an A in
really
life.
She got it. Yeah,
That's-
she got an A in life. Come on.
She found her calling right there because she did it forever.
What a ledge.
She started in 68 and her last cast was 2013.
She died with Jan Terry.
What a run. Is Jan Terry dead?
No, wait. No, I thought that was her last one, but actually
Yeah.
it was Lias Kasich.
No, I see the last one is Jan Terry right here, December 15th.
That's the woman. Look at
But
the
that's women.
last
That's women.
man.
Oh, the last man was Lias.
The singer of Fat White Family.
Fat White Family, that band that we all know.
You think we can get Jan Terry on the cruise?
That would be incredible.
We'll see.
I mean, probably.
If
the
this pod
so
wasn't-
website's off the hook.
The cruise, by the way, we've I think released who we have right now. We still have plenty of big announcements for the cruise. I want people to know that. We are still working, and people are asking like, are the Wizards going to show up?
Ooh.
More than likely, I do believe a portal will open up to another realm, but they're impossible to book. You
That's
can't book
true.
those guys.
Yeah, it's just like you're opening the portal. You're hoping something walks through, but you never know.
You're hoping something walks through. You don't know, and we can't even open the portal. The
That's what's
portal
crazy.
will just open.
Yeah.
And did it happen every
Like-
live show that we did
30 times.
30 times in a
Yeah.
row? Yes, it
Weirdly.
did. It did.
Yeah.
Weirdly.
Now, they're fans of us, and we're fans of them. So
Yeah.
yeah, I do believe the Wizards will come back around.
Sorry, I'm looking at Jan Terry merch. I went down a fucking K-hole of Jan Terry merch.
There we go. You worming it? You worming it, babe?
Fucking slinking my worm.
We are working on some pretty big musical guests for the for the podcast.
Some exciting names being thrown around.
Some big A-listers. Can't say it yet.
And we can't say yet.
But we can't say yet. We can't announce. It is a year away. It's a tough thing to book because it's so far in advance.
Yes.
But dudes, ladies, it's exciting.
It's exciting stuff.
It is. It's gonna be fun, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to be on that boat with my boys.
And that some of the games that we're saying we're gonna do, we're not gonna do that fucking shit.
Yeah,
we're not gonna do.
Yeah, like what is it? Deep. What
Like-
was deep throat dive?
And after the way Adam spoke about musicians, I bet we get all sorts of musicians signing up.
Well, the good ones, the nice guys.
No, we'll get the
Yeah.
cool ones. Yeah, we're gonna get the cool ones.
What was deep throat diver or what? I think Isaac added that.
Added that last minute,
That
and
was-
like
what is
there was
that?
one
I
that's
don't
just
know.
called Cool Kids Hang. I'm like,
What?
I think we could do a hangout for sure.
Yeah.
We're gonna be hanging out on the ship
yeah.
for 4 days straight.
Yeah.
I don't know if we need to call it Cool Kids because then what? We're not even invited, dude. It's just gonna be a bunch of fucking
We're kicked off our own boat.
cool kids in there. We're not even allowed to go hang in this cool kids lounge.
Yeah, what the fuck? But then again, there was that
lame.
deep throat dive thing.
That's the one Blake kept saying.
That's cool.
But we're doing the deep throat dive, right? We're like, we could.
I did not approve that. That was something Isaac added to the flyer. I don't know if it was with me in mind.
Blake, do you have a gag reflex? Because we know Adam does not.
Yes. No, I do. I absolutely do.
Yeah.
I would be so good at sucking dick. And I'm not, that's not even a joke. I just know that I would. Not for a fact. I don't know for a fact.
We're not.
I absolutely know I would be as well, to be honest.
What do you mean? I thought you said you have a bad gag reflex.
So just because you gag doesn't mean you can't freaking do a freaking number on somebody's unit.
Doesn't hurt.
Oh my God.
Can we stop?
Dude.
These pods last forever, man. Can we stop? And I'm not telling producers to edit that out.
Do a number on someone's unit, dude.
And I'm not telling producers to edit that out because I stand by what I just said. But sometimes you just got to pinch yourself and be like, these last forever, man.
Yeah. So here's what more fun with. This is on the cruise. More fun with pickleball tournament. I think we had approved that when Kyle was thinking about doing the cruise, and then he told us he doesn't like us. So so we're not doing. And then a cool kids only kickback.
Huh.
So
I don't know.
I don't even know what that means.
Is that hacky sack? A hacky sack contest?
We're gonna do a lot of really fun shit. That's gonna be way better than this. So if you read cool kids only kickback, and you're like, I don't know if I want to do that. Just know we're not doing that shit.
Yeah.
Guess that doo-doo tune.
We're doing dick plasters.
We're doing, we're plaster casting everyone's cock, hard cock on the.
I'm a dude.
Kind of have to, right?
We have to.
Yeah, and then slink out. Well, get a plaster caster. Kind of a good idea. Guess that doo-doo tune. What the fuck is that, dude? What is that?
Does someone say do 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 do? Like you have to do the song?
Okay, a DJ party with Blake Anderson. Dude, am I not invited? Like, what the fuck? If you're doing a DJ party, I'm there, homie.
Of course you are.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Like, why does it just say?
Of course you are. I think I'm just on the ones and twos, but you're there.
Blake, Adam doesn't want to hear that. Adam might be on the threes.
Come request one.
People to like the music. I want people to like the music and have a good time. And if you're DJing only, then they might not. So
okay.
Burn. The Doodly Wed game. I don't know what
that sounds fun. That's sounds
great.
fun.
That's like best friends answering questions about each other. Like, when you're making whoopee.
That's a good one.
All right. Okay, all right. We'll do that one.
That's a good one.
Deep throat dive.
That's
I don't know what that. I don't know what that was.
We approved the flyer. Isaac added a thing.
Well, we approved it, and I was just like, as far as the stuff, we're gonna do. I mean, I want to do a casino night.
Oh yeah.
And what does that mean? Isn't there just a casino?
Yeah, like it'll be that we're there hosting, like they give us the microphone, we're in there, we
tuxedos.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine trying to gamble, but Adam Devine is walking around talking? Chill, please, dude. I'm just
stop, just shut up.
I'm good.
I'm trying to concentrate.
I'm good, dude.
He's a lucky guy, though.
Celeb shot bartending appearances. Well, I feel like we're gonna be behind every bar, even when the cruise is like, please stop, stop. Right. You're handing away all the liquor. Please stop.
You just gave them a bottle. We're running out.
Yeah, that's going to be a good time.
Deep throat dive.
Deep throat dive. We've got a pool, and damn it, we're going to use it for some good, healthy fun. A beer chugging contest, but with swimming. More details to come. Well, now that they've spelled it out like that, that does sound kind of fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was something way different.
And high roller casino tournaments. Okay, so some of this stuff, I think we just need more explanation as to exactly what this is. The cool kids.
I think they've given a lot of those on.
And look at fucking Isaac burning us here in the fucking comment section. The kings of undermining their own gigs.
Isaac, shut up, dude. You undermine our entire careers.
You think I'm undermining Adam, saying how annoying it would be to gamble with him walking around?
Interesting. Dude, I'm saying that it's going to be awesome, and I don't want people to read the fucking flyer and say cool kids only kickback. That sounds fucking dumb as shit. And we're not even the cool kids.
But what's the description of that? We got to know the description of that. What's the description of the cool kids kickback?
I feel like we're not cool kids, nor do we relate to the cool kids only. To me, I want to say the non-cool kids only kickback, and then everybody on the ship can come fucking
the
party,
non-cool kid plaster caster dick.
I do like how Adam's
your
like,
dicks,
no
plaster
one on
cast-
this cruise is cool.
None
Cool
of us.
kids kickback. All right, let's read the description
No
here.
cool kids allowed.
Yeah, fuck. Don't try to be too cool.
The TII guys are the official party gods. This doesn't explain the kickback.
The TII guys are the official party gods, booze, bangers, whatever that means, bros, and girls too, obviously. The ship exclusive kickback will have everything your frat party heart could ever desire without having to go to college.
So here's my question.
So, I mean,
we weren't in frats. I don't.
Yeah.
I guess is our fan base fratty?
Yeah, some
I feel like
some of them, and some not.
I feel like there's a little bit of like, we're good, you're not coming in here vibe.
Yeah, I don't want to we're good, you're not coming in here vibe on our ship. That's why the cool kids only, I don't like the sound of it.
We're all inclusive.
Because that's going to happen. They're going to be like, you're not allowed to come into your own party, and we're going to go.
That's what I'm saying.
Although Adam will fight security.
Oh, so the cool kids only kickback is for the whole ship. So then just say kickback with the guys. Or party with the guys or whatever. I mean,
the whole ship are cool kids
with the bro hands.
The cool kids only. The wordage of it bothers me.
I think we're all about
It's exclusionary. Yep. Thank you, Blake. Go ahead.
Yes, and we're inclusive. We're inclusive. We're an all inclusive ship. Well, we're inclusive.
What? Why are you laughing?
Yeah,
we are an all inclusive ship.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just thinking about showering with my boy.
Okay. Do you want a moment?
Yeah.
I'll give you a moment.
No.
I'll give you a moment. Oh shit! I just gotta eat.
Well, why don't you cry about
Dude, I like that you went over. Did you
email.
shower with Atiba? Is that what happened? We never got to the bottom of it.
No, I just was like,
That is
I said, I'm actually going to talk about this on the podcast because I would like to hear my bro's opinion on it.
And he was like, cool.
What did Atiba say?
He's like, I really got to go if you can leave.
Yeah.
You stink like shit.
Yeah, that's fire. I gotta go.
What the other day when I was up in LA, I was like, I get breakfast a lot with Atiba and Blake, and so I was up there, and it was early, and I go, hey, breakfast / lunch, and I said to Blake and Atiba, and Blake was like, weirdly cagey, and was like, I'm good, and I'm like, okay, the fuck. And then and he's like, and by the way, don't ask me to go to a Clippers game tonight. I'm busy. I'm like, all right, fuck.
Right.
And then I hit up Atiba, and Atiba just goes, Milan. And I'm like, what? And then I look up, Atiba's just in Milan, dude.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's just all over the place.
Yeah.
Bro,
he never
fucking
stops.
Cool
He's
kid.
a rock star.
He'd be in that cool kid only kickback. That's for damn certain.
He's got quite the life.
Any takebacks, any apologies, any epic slams here, boys?
Yeah, I think that's more like a Blake question.
What? I guess I would like to. No, I don't want to take back the whole shower thing.
Any takebacks or lean-ins?
I'd like to
double down.
Double downs. You got to add some more.
Well, I would like to double down. At least in California, it's important to conserve water. I think one good way would be not having 2 shower heads, but just having 2 people to 1 shower head. Shower as a friendship. And, there's nothing wrong with that.
Land of fruits and nuts.
Yeah. No, it's like
that's why we need the water.
That's
why we need the water to grow the crops.
Grow the fruits and the nuts. That makes sense.
Central Valley.
It's a clothed, you know what? It's a clothed friendship shower. If you guys want to take a shower with your friend in your bathing suits.
No, sir, I don't like it.
DM me a photo of you guys doing it.
BM me a photo. Send him a picture of a log.
My DMs are open for that.
And was Billy Zane this week or last week? Because we don't want anyone to die.
I think that was last week.
I can't tell. I put this jacket back on and
yeah, you're wearing the exact same thing.
Yeah. I think that was last week.
Last week. Yeah.
Still this week, don't want him to die.
No, not at all.
And Jan Terry.
Yeah, we don't want.
Let's eat some vegetables. I don't want you to die either.
Yeah. No deaths. And I stand by everything I said this week. So this was a great episode of
This
is Important. Is this Chuck Berry?
Yeah.
So imagine he's
You
singing
can't
this
play
while
Route
he's
66? You can't
pissing
play,
on
like,
someone's
it was
face
Johnny
and
B.
farting
Good?
in someone's
It was
mouth.
called My Dingaling. So
Play
I don't
Run,
know.
Run, Rudolph.
The signs were there.
Come,
He
come,
said-
Rudolph.
He plays Run Run Rudolph. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Dude, if you create this song, you can fart in people's mouths, without a doubt. You get free reign.
What is Anna recording?
I like doing that.
Yeah, that's real pee in people's mouth music.